Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. You're gonna wholesale real estate. So let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. I am your host, Luke Madeus, and welcome to the School of Wholesaling. On this show, you're going to learn how to wholesale real estate without using any money or credit. If you want to learn how you can make profits wholesaling real estate wherever you are on the right show. So pay attention because class is in session. Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. What's going on, beautiful people? Sak passe, not boule, and welcome back to another episode of School of Wholesaling. I am your host, Luke Madeus. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My question for you today is, what is your dream? What is your dream? And when I say that, I'm not just talking about what does your ideal life look like, but really what is your purpose? Think about when you were a child, right? And think about all the things that you wanted to be as a kid. And obviously, as you grow up to be an adult and life happens and we start adulting, we tend to lose a piece of that, of ourselves, right? That part of ourselves, that's that child, that's that dreamer, you know what I mean? That wanted to be that thing or that person. And so my question to you is, if money was no longer a factor for you, if you had all the money in the world and you no longer needed to do what you're doing right now to make money, to take care of yourself and your family, what would you really be doing? If you had a business that was successful, where all your financial struggles, just melted away from the success of your business, what would you really be doing with your time? How would you live your life? And that's what I mean by your dream. When I was a young lad, when I was a young boy, my dreams, I had many dreams actually, like many young people, I had many dreams. One of my biggest dreams as a teenager though was to become a multi-platinum music producer. And for a while in my early stages of life, my early years of life, from a teenager to a young adult in my 20s, I was chasing that dream. I'd be in the studios. I'd be working on music every day. I'd be producing music every day. I'd get in the environment, in the space. And I was just, at that time in my life, I was so sure that is exactly who I wanted to be, right? But then I faced the challenge. The challenge for me was having the financial capabilities to do all the things that I needed to do to be that version of me that I aspired to be. Having the money to go to studios, having the money for partnerships, collaborations, having money to travel. I was broke, y'all. I mean, I was a broke college kid, like many college students. And so at that time in my life, I could not see how it was going to be possible for me. And see, God has a way of doing amazing things in our lives. Sometimes the way that God works is he might put us on a detour in our life, not to deter us from the dream, but to give us and equip us with the necessary skills that we need to have and resources that we need to have and network that we need to have to fulfill our dreams. See, it was right around the time in college, right after I graduated, that right before I graduated, that I had came across real estate investing. At that time, I had no interest in it, even though it was in front of me. I had no interest in it. But from just being around other real estate investors, I eventually started to listen and hear what they were saying, and eventually decided, you know what, I want to try this thing out. I'll never forget my mentor one day, he asked me, hey, Luke, you've got to make a decision, man. If you want to do music, pack up your stuff, go to Atlanta, go get yourself a job, and eventually at some point, if you just work in the studios with your extra time, whatever you got to do, sweep the floors, right? Get lunch, whatever the heck you got to do just to be in the environment. Eventually, someone's going to see your talent and give you an opportunity. Or
Your other option is you can learn how to do real estate. You can learn how to make money, right? And then you could come back later on at some point in your life when you're ready, and now you'll be able to have the financial resources in order for you to do what you want to do. And these were my options. I was 23 years old at the time. And that was the thing that really pushed me into actually pursuing real estate investing. And that's how I learned how to get started wholesaling real estate. That's what really grasped my attention. It was seeing how doing this business and earning the money can help me do my big dream, the thing that I really wanted. Now, over the years, I got so good at it, right? I got so locked into real estate. I was making so much money that I just stuck to only doing real estate. Like I put music on the shelf for a while. And the reason why is because I really wanted to learn. I really wanted to master real estate investing because it was the thing that was going to help me be able to change my life financially forever. And so that's what I did. And years later, now I still do music now, right? But it's different. I do music now not because it's going to be the thing that's going to pay me or the thing that I'm going to rely on to make money with. My real estate business does that for me, right? But it's just something that I can now really enjoy and I can build a career out of on the side. And whatever happens in that, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not relying on it for money, which is different because when I started, before I got into real estate, when I was in the real estate industry, I had no other way to make money other than working in studios, right? Producing music. And let me tell you something. You could be someone, you could relate to me right now as you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth. You may be somebody right now who has a hobby or does something that you really enjoy. And if you're doing something that you love and it's the main source of your income, when those moments happen in your business where your business isn't businessing, boy, is that stressful. Boy, is it stressful. Boy, some days you may not feel like having to get up and go do the thing that you love. Sometimes you just want to relax and take a breather. And the fact that, to be in a situation where I cannot decide, like I don't get the luxury to take a break, even from something that I love, it has a way of turning something that I love into something that I hate. Now, if you can relate to me, I want you to reach out to me on Instagram at Luke Madeus, at LUCMADEUS, MADEUS, and send me a DM and just type the word in relate. I don't know exactly what you're talking about when you type it in. All right, just type the word relate. Okay, all right. Let me know that you can relate to me because that's what my life was like. And so, but now it's different. I do music because I love it. As a matter of fact, y'all, I actually have new music available online right now. You can go to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm getting more active on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, look at the collaborations. I'm really big right now. I've been listening to a lot of like Christian hip hop music, right? And Christian hip hop music is just like it is my go-to. Like I listen to that almost every single day. Christian hip hop. I also listen to like Christian Afrobeat, which is absolutely awesome. I even listen to some house music. But like I'm really, I'm a Christian, so I'm really big on making sure that whatever I'm listening to, I understand that's going to take root in my mind. So I stopped listening to a lot of the secular music I used to listen to, and I'm making a conscious decision to listen to a lot more Christian music, right? And so I've been listening to Christian music now for years, but I've recently found within the last maybe year and a half or so, Christian hip hop. And so I have a YouTube channel, y'all. It's called Beyond the Beat that I just started, and I've only started that YouTube channel just to devote it to only Christian hip hop music, right? And so I've got a mix on there, and I've even got some of my own music on there. You can check it out if you're interested. If you're not, that's cool. This conversation really isn't about that. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because I want you to feel me here. I want you to see, because I'm a living testimony of this. Like my real estate business has changed my life so much so that I'm able to take care of my family, live life how I want to live it. And if I want to do music, it's something that's fun for me. And if I ever want to take it seriously and turn it into a business, It's not anything that I'm going to ever stop loving or ever stop wanting to do, simply because I have the financial resources to do it, and there's no pressure on me for it to be successful. And you know what? I don't know about you, but if you're a creative person, then you can relate to me when I say that creativity is most enjoyable when there's no stress attached to it. When you can truly be creative, you can be yourself. And so, regardless of what your dream is, I want you to understand that your real estate business can help you fund your dream. And maybe it's not, maybe your dream isn't music. I'm just using myself as an example. You could fill in the blank. Maybe your dream is to become, I don't know, an astronaut, which is one of the things I wanted to become when I was 8. Not so much anymore, right? Not something I'll pursue now, but whatever it is you want to be. Maybe you want to be, maybe you want to start your own restaurant one day. Maybe you want to be a chef, right? Maybe what you want to do is you want to travel. You want to be like this, a travel guide, whatever it is you want to be, whatever it is you want to do, you can fund your dreams. You can fund what you love by through your real estate business. What could a $10,000 wholesale check do for you in your dream? What could a $20,000 wholesale check do for you in funding your hobby, the thing that you love, right? It'll make it easier for you to do that. It can get you in the rooms. You can leverage that money to be able to hire mentors if you need to sharpen your skills. You can leverage that money to be able to go to events, to be able to get to expand your network. You can leverage that money to do whatever it is, invest into better equipment. Whatever it looks like, you can literally fund your dream utilizing your business. I'm going to be the first one here to say it. It's not everybody's dream, y'all, to become $1 million real estate investor. It's not everyone's dream to become to be making millions of dollars out of real estate. For you, it just might be, hey, look, Luke, I just want to make an extra $50,000 a year and be able to use that extra $50,000 every year and invest it into this other business that I really love. And I just use this as a vehicle for me to get me what I need. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just the point that you can leverage this business to help you fund your dreams. Repeat after me. Fund my dream. Fund my dream. I will fund my dream. And you can utilize this simple strategy, this zero risk real estate strategy called wholesaling real estate to fund your dream. Y'all, I have to admit something to you. I have never been this free in my life. I'm so free, not just from a physical standpoint, but just internally. Like, I don't have too many worries nowadays. I mean, my life's not perfect, but as far as being worried about, my finances, I'm not as worried about that anymore. And it's all because of my real estate business. And mind you, I'm someone who came from being a broke college student, homeless, sleeping at my friends' houses in apartments to get by, going to class without any money to my name, living off of student aid checks that I had to pay back. Like, this is where I come from, bad credit, right? And having no financial knowledge or background. If I could do it, you could do it. But you have to have a vehicle to do that for you. And let me tell you something. Right now, with the climate of things, you have to find something that you can do to make money with your own hands and have it in your own business. You need to have control over some part of your income. Even if you're working a 9-to-5 job, you need to have another source of income that you control. And I want you to know this, not every single person in the world hates their job. You might be somebody who doesn't hate your job. You might be somebody who loves your job, but your job doesn't pay you enough money for you to be able to live your life how you want and fund your dream. And this is where your real estate investing business can come in to help you. I've helped hundreds of people, probably thousands, from people who listen to this podcast in general. Thousands of people all around the world have listened to this podcast. I've got over 400,000 downloads. Thousands of people listen to this podcast. And you can utilize everything I'm giving you on this podcast to help you launch your real estate wholesaling business and start earning money. And who cares how much money you earn if your goal is to take that money and be able to fund your business, fund your dream. If you want my help, I'm more than happy to help you, but I promise you, you can get help for free just by listening to these episodes. And you can go to my YouTube channel to get visuals on things where I actually break everything down. You can see me break stuff down. Go to my YouTube channel if you want to learn. I'm here to help you do that. But I just want you to, I just really wanted to challenge you. What is your dream? Sometimes we have to remember. You have to remember what our dream is. Sometimes we get so lost into taking care of ourselves and our families, our households, that we get lost into the rat race of things that we forget what our dream is. So if you're that person who forgot what your dream is, I hope that this episode is waking that up in you. I hope that you're feeling something deep down inside in your heart to remember your dream and to pursue your dream again. Life is not meant to be lived on grayscale. Life is full of color. We're meant to be expressive. We're meant to live out our dream. So my question for you is, are you pursuing your dream, or are you living a nightmare? And the only difference between the two isn't necessarily your circumstance. It's your perspective around it and your actions. People who live their dreams may not have a perfect life, but what we do have is we wake up every single day doing the thing that we actually want to do deep down inside in our hearts. And that is where fulfillment comes from. So my question to you is, are you fulfilled? Are you living your dream? And if not, what are you going to do about it today? Do one thing, even if that's just remembering what your dream is, writing it down, and making a decision that you're going to do one thing today to move forward in the direction of your dream. And if that one thing is getting your real estate wholesaling business started so you can get the funds necessary to fund your dream, or get the funds necessary to fix your credit, or get the funds necessary to pay off your debt, or get the funds necessary so that way you can put yourself in a better financial situation so you can live out your dream and live it out stress-free from finances, which is the number one cause of stress in America, is financial stress, then so be it. But you have to start somewhere and you have to do something. Otherwise, you're going to continuously be in the same pattern of a rat race that you don't want and no one deserves. No matter what you've done in your life, God is a redeemer. He's a forgiver. No matter what your life has been like, no matter what mistakes you've made, no matter what you've done in your life, you deserve to live your life with purpose, actually living your dream and pursuing it. So with that being said, I want to encourage you to live your dream. I want to encourage you to live your dream. I want you to encourage you to shake off the dust. Forgive yourself for anything that may be holding you back right now. Release yourself from all of the things that may be holding you back, or having you to feel like you're not enough, or having you feel like you don't deserve your dream. And go get it and go live it. And if you need some motivation, I have an amazing Christian hip hop mix that I encourage you to go listen to. All right, that I just dropped on YouTube. All right. And if you want to get directly to the YouTube channel, you can go to YouTube, type in the search bar at Beyond the Beat 1, hit enter, and then you'll see my fresh new YouTube channel, Beyond the Beat. You can click on the channel. Go to the first video up there. It's the only video up there right now, as of the date of me recording this. And I've got an awesome hip hop mix that you can listen to if you're into hip hop. You can listen to this Christian hip hop mix, and I promise you, it is going to energize you. It is going to uplift you, and it's going to just have you so ready to go after your dream. It's going to fill you with hunger, and it's going to have you so energized to go get things done. So with that being said, I'm Luke Madeus. I hope that this message has been valuable to you. I hope that it's blessed you. And most importantly, I hope that you do something about your dream today. Take one step and put it in front of the other. May God continue to bless you, provide for you, prosper you, and protect you, and yours and all that you love. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. Until next time, I'm Luke Madeus. Au revoir.